Yes, friends, welcome to Galaxy Online Learning. I'm Sunil Desai, and please join me on Galaxy Online Learning. It's a division of Galaxy Tutorials. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel so that, and don't forget to press the bell icon so that you get the notifications immediately once the new video is uploaded. Okay, so today we are going to study 10th State English, chapter number 2.1. It's a poem written by Walt Whitman. This poem was written by Walt Whitman. The name of the poem is Animals. Walt Whitman was born in 1819 and he died in 1892. He was a major figure in the early American poetry. In an age when all poetry was rhymed and metrical, previously poetry means it ought to be have a rhyming scheme. It ought to have a rhyming scheme. Whitman made a break with tradition and wrote a revolutionary new kind of poetry in free verse. All his poetry is in free verse. There are no rhyming schemes in that. He was a non-conformist in all respects, including social life. He was a non-conformist. He didn't go to the traditional way. He always liked to be a revolutionary. He always liked to be do something different against the tradition. In this poem, the poet tells us that he feels more at home with animals than with humans. He says he feels better with animals. He likes the animals better than the human beings. Because he finds human beings as complicated, human beings as false, human beings as people wearing masks, which he dislikes. Okay, so he feels that animals are much better than human beings, and this he has shown us through certain examples. Okay, so now let us see how he has described that, how he has compared and showed that that animals are better than human beings. I think I could turn and live with animals. They are so placid and self-contained. I stand and look at them long and long. The poet says that as he watches the animals, he is observing animals for a long, long time. And when he watches these animals, what he feels is that he feels that why can't he be, you should have been an animal. You should have been able to live with this animal. It would have been really, really good than living with human beings. Why? He says, because these animals are placid. Placid means they are calm. The placid, they are calm, they are peaceful. Okay? These animals are self-sufficient, they are self-contained. They don't like to bother in others' business. Whereas human beings, they always like to poke nose in what's happening in others' life. So they don't matter what's happening in your life. They are self-contained, they are self-satisfied with their own life. They have nothing to do with the other animal's life. Okay, so they are placid, they are very calm, they are very peaceful, they don't get upset easily. That's what the poet says while he is observing them for a long, long time. They do not sweat and whine about their conditions. They do not lie awake in the dark and weep for their sins. They do not make me sick discussing their duty to God. Not one is dissatisfied, not one is demanded with. The mania of owning things. Okay. So, what the poet says is that they do not whine, means they do not keep on crying and complaining about their life. Human beings, what you see, always complaining, अरे यार मुझे ये प्रॉब्लम हो गई, मेरी लाइफ में ये ऐसे क्यों, उसकी लाइफ कितनी अच्छी है. So always complaining. Okay, that means human being is never satisfied. Whatever he gets, he wants more and more and more. Okay, and what happens with human beings is that they do a lot of bad things in the day. Okay, they do a lot of sins. They do something which are wrong things in the day, and then they start thinking about it when they are sleeping about the sins what they did and say realize that I should have not done this. When they keep themselves awake. This thing is not there with animals. As night comes on, they sleep soundly. They don't think what they have done because they don't do any wrong things. They do not make mistake discussing their duty to God. Means you see many human beings, what they do? They behave very in an inhuman way with their fellow beings. Okay, and then they will show us that okay, I have given so much of donation to this mandir, to this temple. I do puja every day in the morning. Do you do? I do all this, I do fasting, I do all this for God. Means they want to boast that they are doing something good. Animals don't do like that. They don't boast. Okay? They don't talk that they are doing this thing, they are doing that thing. Whatever they do it for themselves. Okay? So that make me sick. Means that the poet feels that it's disgusting. The poet feels that it's disgusting. So no one is dissatisfied. Animals are never dissatisfied. They are not greedy. They don't want more and more things. With human beings it's not the case. What happens with human beings? If they have something, they want more. If you have a cycle, you want a two-wheeler. If you have a two-wheeler, you want a car. If you stay in a flat, you want a bungalow. Okay, so the greed is ever increasing. They want more and more and more. And to get more and more, they start doing irrational things. They behave irrationally. They behave sometimes like a mad person. Okay, demanded means that is behaving irrationally. Like a mad person, they become mad to get certain things. Okay, the mania of owning things, mania means craze. The craze of owning, I want this, I want that. I also want this. He is not satisfied. Human beings are never satisfied. They want more and more and more. Okay. Not one kneels to another, not his kind that lived thousands of years ago. Not one is respectable or unhappy over the whole world. You never find an animal kneeling in front of the other animal, not even of its kind. Whereas in human beings, what you see is that people asking for kneeling in front of other, asking for sympathy. That the powerful, the poor, asking sympathy of the powerful. Okay, but that is not the case with animals. They don't even kneel to the ancestors. We kneel to our ancestors. Human beings do that. But the animals, because they don't know who their ancestors is, they don't know their parents. How the animals, they don't know who is their parent. Okay, so they treat everyone with at the same level. No one is respectable to them or no one is inferior to them. For them, everyone is equal. Okay, so that is happening with the animals. So they are not unhappy with anything. They are living, everyone is satisfied with his own life and they are living a happy life, a content life. So they show their relations to me and I accept them. They bring me tokens of myself, they evince them plainly in their possession. Okay. They show their relations to me and I accept them. Means to them, they treat me as their equal. Okay, they treat me as their equal. There is nothing like respecting or treating someone as inferior. Nothing like respecting someone, nothing like degrading anyone. They treat me as equal and I like it. Okay, they bring me tokens of myself. Means they show to me token means symbol, a signal. Okay, token here means symbol. Means they symbolize, they show me tokens of myself. Means how humans were before. Previously, human beings were treating. There was mutual. They were treating everyone equally. Okay, there was innocence. There was simplicity. There was contentment in between human human beings before. Okay, the same contentment I see in them, and they show them. Evidence matlab they show them plainly in their possession. Means I see all these virtues of human beings, of the ancient human beings in these animals today, which we lack now. The human beings lack this. We lack now. The human beings lack in innocence. They lack in simplicity. They lack in contentment. Now they are not content. They are greedy now. They want more and more. They are not simple now. Their simplicity has gone. Okay? They are not innocent. They wear masks now. They behave with each person in a different way, according to the relation they have. Or you can simply say according to the relation they want to keep with that person. They behave in such a way that they want to know how I'm going to keep a relation with this person. Accordingly, they will behave. Today's human beings. That was not the case in the ancient time. So that's what the poet is saying. Did I pass that way huge times ago and negligently drop them? That means the poet says that we human beings, which we were in the ancient times, we were content with our life. We were living a very, very simple life. Okay? And we were very innocent. We were not greedy. We were not jealous of each other. And if all these virtues of human beings have the human beings left them negligently, have left them, and the animals have picked them up. Is that the reason why the animals are now so innocent, so simple, so content? They don't poke anybody's nose in anybody's life. They are not greedy about, they are self-satisfied. Whatever they get, they don't want more and more and more things. Okay, so that is why the poet Walt Whitman says that he likes to be with animals. He would love to be with animals rather than to be with human beings. Okay, I hope you have understood this poem. All the exercise of all your chapters is there in the study pack. So get registered and you get your study pack. So once you get your study pack, you can study everything has been discussed in the study pack. Okay? Thank you.